This is volume 1 of the demos for the things that are going to be in the Poor Boy video studio collection that we are going to have on the internet. And volume 1 covers grip stands and the various items that fall into that category for carrying your lights and other things that we need in the studio. So here it is. Well, that's a little bit of Desert Wind production with our walkabout, and now we want to get to some of our creations. We build just about everything we use in the studio, and I want to start with our major little workhorse. And this is a grip stand, and it's built out of 1.5" PVC. It's a 3-footer, but it has a center pole so that if you put really heavy weight, some of our lights are really heavy, and you set them on that center pole, and you can put 300-400 pounds. There's really no weight limit. The next part is 1.25" PVC, and there's a piece of metal in here, and it's got a screw. This is actually a refrigerator foot to adjust a refrigerator, because these knobs are really expensive. And this goes in our 1.5" PVC, and the 1.25" goes in there. Now we're ready for the final piece. And the final piece is, this is 1.5" electrical conduit. An electrical conduit has ends that have a pipe thread on them. And pipe thread is what we have for all of our connections in the studio. We try to keep everything the same so we're not fighting one connection to the other. And this slides in our 1.25" pipe. We got to get it released. And here's, we can mount our lights, screens. We mount bunches of things on these little pipe thread units. And this is the adjuster. You can take it up, take it down, put it wherever you want. And this is, like I say, little workhorse. And I'll show you a few more and what the little workhorse can do. Well, here's our little 3-legged grip stand, a little workhorse in the studio. And as you notice, the 3 legs allow them to take little or no space in the studio. It's kind of like a little modular unit. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them here. And you can have 12 and just a little more space. And here's our little silver guy. And the little silver guy fits right in with the rest of the group. And the little silver guy has our pipe threaded upright that we can set wherever we want. And we can just leave that with him as he sets with the rest of the guys in the group. And here's another one that's got a T on it, and we'll show you what the T's all about. I use that to put on bounce boards and things you want in a horizontal rather than a vertical position. Then we have a couple of lights on these units, and these are little 32K halogens that we use for fills and this and that. They're very inexpensive and nice little units, because the whole studio is set up for 32K shooting. And basically, there the guys are, and we use them daily, and sometimes 5 or 6 or 7 of them at a time daily. Okay, this is our 4-footed grip stand, which is our King Kong of the studio, and it's strong enough that you might be able to drive a log truck over it, but I wouldn't try it. And it's got the same 1.5 PVC. It takes our same receiver as the 3-footed. You can see we've got our little adjustment here, and we use these for heavier little units. I'll wheel a light over here and show you one of the units we keep in the studio using the King Kong unit. Okay, this is a variation of our King Kong unit, and you'll notice it's got wheels, and we've got a really heavy load on this one. And we use this to move it in around the shop. There's some heavy lights on here. Why don't you zoom up, Steve, and show those lights. Over there. Okay, this is a lighting unit that's made out of copper, and it's got 4 500 watt 32K halogens, and it'll give you 2,000 watts of light. And sometimes I shade it and put kind of a shadow box on it. Most of the time we just move it off into the corner if we need some light. But what I really want to talk about is this unit right here with the double knob. So I'm going to have Steve shut off the camera, and I'm going to pull the lights off here and show you this little unit. This is a little unit we want to talk about, and this is our 1.5 PVC, 1.25 PVC. And this is inch electrical conduit, which fits wonderfly in the 1.25 PVC. So this allows us to extend up, this is a long one, probably 6 feet up. Would probably get us 8 feet up there. And you wouldn't want to put anything real heavy 8 feet up there, but 8 feet up there, and I'm going to lock it right here. But this has got another extender, which is 1/2 inch conduit, and on top of our 8 feet, we can add another 3 or 4 feet. So actually, this unit right here will lift to 10, 11 feet. I don't know. You know, if you wanted to light that high or whatever you wanted, I don't know. I've never really had to lift a unit that high because we've got lighting stuff in the studio and our lights are up on the ceilings. But anyway, that's a intriguing little unit, and it works great.
Cut 3.
Cut 3. We did our grip stand discussion yesterday, and here's little Silverback, and we're going to put him through a few more tricks today. And little Silver again is 1.5 PVC, 1.25 PVC, 1/2 inch electrical conduit with pipe thread. Everything that we use in the studio goes on a standard pipe thread. Okay, we'll leave him sitting there, and we're going to bring our bounce board forward, but I want to show you our little green screen system here. And we can move our green screens back and forth out of the way, and it's a 32-foot barn door rail that we've got up there, so we can bring different sets in or give us a lot of flexibility in the studio. Okay, we'll bring this forward, and what I wanted to show you is this little device I have in my hand, and this little device here allows us, it's got a set thumb screw here, allows us to do 90-degree bends off of our grip stands. And this, basically, I won't screw it on quite yet. Well, one turn. But anyway, you screw it on your pipe thread, release your thumb screw, and it gives us straight up to a 90. I come a little bit over, but we're going to set it for straight up right now. unscrew it. Then, are you with me? Okay, he's with me. Go down here, we're going to put this in our bounce board. I think I'm going to put it in my bounce board. Should go in my bounce board. It goes in my bounce board. Okay, set that. And our nice light little styrofoam bounce board. Put it up here. I'm going to release this so I can spin it around. You with me, Steve? Yep, he is. Screw it in there. Set our height. And then release our thumb screw. And we can set our bounce board basically to any angle we want and any height that we want. So that's how that little unit works. And I'll turn on the side just for a second so you can see how it works on the side, and Steve can take a little shot of it. Release the thumb screw, and then we can come back to any angle that we like. So we're going to cut it off there, and I'm going to use this little unit with a couple of lights, because we're going to talk about lights today. Well, that was the first of the 3 projects that we wanted to put on YouTube, showing the things for the Poor Boy Video Studio. And this was basically grip stands and the different equipment that we use here at Desert Wind Productions.
Lost in space, bored by endless commercials, worn to the bone, need to get away? Put a smile on that face, open those baby blues. Plasmavisions has arrived at Amazon.com. Buy it now. Great for meditation, a tool for band or DJ backdrop. Adds a little spice to your favorite tunes, plus mind-blowing sound design with Stan's World.